top, as you guys call it, win. But in terms of like, obviously, probably like Premier League and things like that, are you captain with the football culture here, any teams like theirs?
Not really. I'm trying to get into it. Just because I've been playing FIFA and I just see the World Cup and different things like that. So I'm trying to get into it. Then like Messi played for the Miami team, so I'm a huge fan of his. So I'm just trying to really get into it and enjoy it. So.
Quinnen, you were here for the 2021 game against the Falcons. How keen are you to avenge sort of the loss last time and try and sort of make London almost a better experience to come out with the win?
Just executing and doing the things that we know we can do as a team, as a defense. Just going out there being consistent, not beating ourselves, and just executing to the full potential. So.
As a player, what's the biggest challenge of making this trip, building that flight and all that? What's the biggest challenge of doing that?
I can only speak for like personally myself. It's not really a challenge for me. I kind of enjoy the moment, enjoy the opportunity. It's not that many jobs you got to like go and be able to perform in front of a different culture or a different country. So I definitely enjoy it. I definitely take it all in. It's some stuff you have to work with the long plane rides and different things like that. But I just enjoy every single moment, and I just love every single moment. So.
What did you bring with you to London, and how the team helped you settle in?
You said, what did I bring to London?
Yeah, and how the team helped you settle in London.
And how the team helped me settle in? Like, as in, like, clothes or? Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like, as in clothes and stuff like that?
Yeah, just in general. It was
okay.
Just like one suit.
Well, I looked at the weather and seen it was going to be a little cold, and I was just packing from last time I had came. I know it's a little rainy and things like that. So it was an amazing day today, so it kind of surprised me. But, I just packed a little warm clothes and different things like that. And the team, man, did an amazing job. The staff, even the staff here, the NFL staff and the security team in London did an amazing job with just helping us get settled in, helping us feel safe on arrival, and just helping us every day, man, just make sure everything go in order and everything is planned. So it's been an amazing experience and an amazing opportunity. So.
How do you feel the defence is playing in these first 4 weeks? Obviously, week one against the Niners, a lot of points were given up, and you sort of rectified that in the last 3 games. How do you sort of assess where you are as a defensive unit at this point?
I think we're going in the right direction. I think we're cleaning up a lot of stuff, being consistent on a lot of stuff, and just learning week in and week out. I definitely think we have corrected the things week in and week out from week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And we've always been going in the right direction and selling each week. So that's all I can talk about. That's all I can think about. It's just getting better every single day, not making the same mistakes you made the week before, not taking a step back on being yourself and doing the things that you know that's not right. And just keep getting better week in and week out. So.
And have you thought of any special celebrations if you make a big play on Sunday? Any UK, London themes?
I'm still working on that. Still looking it up. So.
Of course, you see the Vikings at 4-0, they're rocking right now with Darnold, Jackson, Aaron Jones, Jordan Anderson's back now. Quite a scary offense. How do you feel about, you guys being quite good this season at stopping the pass? How confident you guys as a unit on defense at stopping this Vikings offense from going 5-0?
Oh, they got a fantastic offense, man. You got one of arguably the best receivers in the NFL on that side over there. You got a great running back who got an amazing resume. Then you got Sam Darnold, who's playing at an MVP level right now. You got an offensive line who's been together for the last 3 years, I say, that's playing great right now. It's definitely going to be a great challenge, man. Them guys can run the ball at a high level. They can pass the ball at a high level, like you said. And we just got to go out there and play our game, play our football. We got a great team, great defense. And just do the things we can do, and that's not beating ourselves and being consistent and executing the play call each and every down, because we got a great coaching staff who's put us in position to win, and we just got to go out there and execute it to a high level, because there is a high level offense and a high level team we're going against. So,
take a couple more.
Yes, they did. They love London, so my family did come out here. So.
How excited are you about Sunday's event?
I'm super excited. I love performing in front of these fans, man. They super grateful for us to come out here, and they show amazing support, and they show amazing cheers and different things like that every time I ever came out here. So I'm super excited to play in front of them. So,
man, it's been a little. I didn't know the mic was actually working. It's been a little weird a little bit. We got on the bus earlier today. I see they drive on different sides of the road here. I thought we was about to get in an accident since we got on the bus. So that threw me off a little bit, but, you know, everybody here is super nice. You know, we're here on a golf course. You know, that's great to just see that as well. It's a great view, you know, and yeah, like I said, the people here are nice, and, you know, it's great to be here. Nah, I ain't gonna play 18. I ain't bring my clubs. Nah.
So, how much of a challenge is Justin Jefferson? What is it specifically?
Man, he's an extreme challenge. You know, he's widely known as like the #1 receiver by a lot of people. You know, rightfully so. You know, the things that he put on tape. You know, he's quick, shifty, great route running, great hands. You know, everything about him is great. You know, and I feel like like Jordan Addison. You know, they complement each other. You know, because they look kind of similar a little bit. You know, obviously Justin been in the league a little longer, but you could tell like Justin had taught him some things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, they doing their thing, and you know, I love to compete. You know, me and DJ, we love to compete. I know Justin, you know, he loved to compete as well. You know, so you know, we're looking forward to the challenge. You know, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna compete.
You look for your rookie year, you speak pretty well exclusively, I split sides, but how do you feel like it went your rookie year when you faced them, and what do you think from that?
I mean, it went smooth. You know, like you said, it was my rookie year. You know, so everything was a little bit more. You know, the game was just so fast for me in general. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're going to see how it is out there Sunday.
What stood out about Sam Darnold much this year?
Man, he looked extremely confident. You know, he got great receivers around him. You know, number 3, number 4, 83, 18. You know, the tight ends. I don't know if Hawkinson is playing. You know, he got a lot of weapons around him. Not to mention they running back Aaron. You know, so that just makes his job easier. You know, and them throws that he making some pretty good throws. He got a big arm. You know, I was watching some of his film when he was with the Jets, and you know, it looked different. You know what I'm saying? It really does, man. But you know, he got those guys around him, and I'm sure they all made each other better. But you know, he definitely looked better and different than he was when based on the film that I watched when he was a Jet.
You typically go that far back when you face a quarterback?
Nah, it was just a him thing, you know. Yeah, I was just trying to see like how he was back then, you know, because I always heard that name, but I never really like watched him. So I would look and I'm like, this don't look the same, you know. But you know, things happen. You know, I'm glad that he's doing pretty good there. You know, I never met him, I don't think, but you know, congrats to him for all the success he's having this season.
How does it feel that your sport is becoming internationally so big that the international games become so popular?
Man, it's great. This is my first time being out the country, so you know, if it wasn't for this, I don't know when I would have ever went out the country or when I would ever came here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the fact that we're becoming more international, it just gives me more opportunities to go out the country, you know, and just be able to experience new things and play the game that I love to play, you know, in a whole different setting.
Are you excited to experience the crowd in the stadium?
Yeah, I am. My coach was talking to me. He said they clap at everything. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is, they're gonna be clapping. So, you know, I'm looking forward to experiencing that. You know, I always like watched it on TV. You know, the last few years. So, no, it's just a blessing to be here.
So you mentioned it's your first time out there, you came to sort of like your kind of pressure, and you tapped into that London culture at all.
Man, the accent is there. You know what I'm saying? The accent is really there, man. I like that. I like the accent, man. That's gonna be the next step for me. You know, figuring that out. You know, it's a little tough, but man, it's just like I said, it's a blessing to be here. Everybody here so nice, man. So welcoming. You know, so yeah, man. I might go in the city a little later, go get some dinner, and just see what it's like. You know.
Does being in London make it in a weird way feel a bit more real? Obviously, outstanding so far, rookie to superstar, and establish yourself as one of the key players on the Jets. Like, just your whole experience for now being here. Does it sort of hit home with how far you've come?
Man, it's great. My cornerback coach, T.O., he was just talking to us when we brought it up. The cornerbacks, he was just like, just think about yourself when you was like in Little League, when you was like this tall, you never would have thought that you would be here, so, we got a high level of respect for him. So when he say something like that, we always picture ourselves when we young, and like, I never could have thought I'd be here. Got to give all thanks to God. It's truly a blessing to be here.
You spoke about how Sam Darnold went back further to what his old Jet State level usually do. Could you go into depth of how it's your process of studying opposite quarterbacks or receivers?
Say that one more time.
Do you usually just look at the last couple of weeks of quarterback receivers that you're going to face, or
it just depends who it is. Sometimes I like to go back as far as like last year, watch some tape from last year or a couple years ago, like with receivers, like especially like with Justin. I've just been watching him since he's been in the league. Obviously, I'm not going back to like college or anything like that. But Sam Darnold, it was just one of those things where like he just hopped on the scene not out of nowhere, but it's like he really doing his thing right now. So it's like if I see that, I want to see like how was he before all of this. Just like I'm sure that's how people would do for me. When they hear my name, his name Sauce, he got the nickname Sauce, that's all cute. But how was he before that? So, that's just how it is. Yeah, he doing his thing. You said, how does it change my preparation? It don't really change it. I always respect my opponent. That's just rule number one. Always respect your opponent. Never underestimate them. So it's not like I'm ever going to, even if a quarterback is not as good as Sam Darnold or not as good as whoever the best quarterback is, like not as good as Aaron, I'm still going to prepare as if I'm going against Aaron or as if I'm going against one of those top guys. That's just how it is. You always got to prepare no matter who out there.
So I think those of us who were training camp surprised Garrett hasn't you obviously went up against him a lot in camp. Are you surprised he hasn't maybe clicked as much in his first 4 weeks as expected?
It's one of those things, like, I don't really pay attention to what the offense have going on. I know we got an elite quarterback in Aaron. We got an elite wide receiver in Garrett. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they're on the same page or they're not on the same page because I'm always focused on what the defense got to do better, what I got to do better. So if they're not on the same page, I'm sure they're going to get on the same page. If they are on the same page, I'm sure they're thinking of how they can stay on the same page. So, that's above my pay grade to speak on that. I don't really know too much about the offense.